Hello everyone, it's Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. So today I'm building a modern vacation home, and of course I got the inspiration for this build off of Pinterest. That's where I get most of my inspiration. So I'll go on and put the picture that inspired this build up on the screen where you guys can kind of see what I was going for. I wasn't 100% happy with the way this build turned out, and I'll talk about that a little bit. But right now we are just starting the shell of the house. As you can tell, it's a very simple shell. But I'm going to use this object that came with Spa Day. I can never remember the name of it, but I'm going to use it to kind of go around the exterior of the shell of the house. So the only place you really see the actual walls of the house is behind these windows, and I'm even going to cover up some of that. So as you can tell, I just placed some extra windows and it looks really weird right now, but I'm going to use this same object with the tool mod to cover up those empty spaces to where it looks like the wall is just almost entirely made of windows, or at least that's what I was going for. This part of the build is what I basically was not happy with, and that's because I didn't take enough time to get it right. So I didn't get the angle 100% right on the, well, I don't know if it's the object necessarily because it does cover up everything it's supposed to cover up. I didn't get some kind of an angle right. I'm not sure where I went wrong, but I think there's a lot to it that I think I should have probably extended the sides of this build out a little bit more just to give it a little bit more space from the roof, because as you can tell, it kind of almost meets down at the bottom of the roof, and I didn't really like that. So I wish that I had gotten the angles a little bit better. I did have to tweak a lot of this build off camera. I had to change a lot of stuff without the recording going, because I knew that it was going to be really repetitive and kind of boring to watch. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed with the exterior of this house. I feel like it definitely could have looked a little bit better. But anyway, we are on to the interior now. And as you can tell, I'm adding some extra walls on the inside just because I wanted to be able to place paintings and televisions and stuff without having any issues. And with the way that I did the exterior of this house, that it would have been a whole thing to place paintings. So I did add extra walls on the interior. So the interior is very small, as you guys can tell, but I wanted to keep it very open and simple and modern. So I didn't want to have a bunch of rooms that were closed off. The only enclosed part of this build is the bathroom, and everything else is just an open concept kind of studio style thing. So this is the little loft area, and I didn't want to have an entire second floor, so I did make it into a loft because I wanted to have that really cool spiral light fixture from Spa Day, and it's kind of a big fixture. And then I even sized it up so it took up a lot of space, and I wanted to be able to see it from the exterior of the build, or at least kind of see it. So that was a big thing for me to have that particular light fixture. So I decided to do the bedrooms in a kind of loft style, as you guys can see. And like I said, they're not enclosed in their own room. They're all in the same room technically, but I was able to get a total of 4 beds. As you can see, I did the double bed, and then we have 3 single beds over here. And I did add this divider, I think from City Living, just to kind of make it look like there was a little bit of privacy for the double bed. But of course, like I said, there aren't actually any actual walls in this build, so it's all open and everything. But yeah, this is the other little area. Like I said, I was able to get 3 single beds in there. I felt like a vacation home needed a lot of beds, so this was kind of my solution to it. I actually really like this area. I know it's a little bit impractical, and you would probably never actually see this in real life, or just a loft full of beds, but I kind of think it's cool, and I like the way it turned out. You guys can let me know what you think down below in the comments. But yeah, this is basically the bedroom area. As you can tell, I added a desk and a computer as well, just because I think that's a cool touch for basically any house in The Sims. Just to have access to a computer is kind of cool. So this is the first floor. This is the main floor. This is where everything else is except for the beds. So this is this little entertainment area, or a living room if you want to call it that. But basically all it is a couch and a TV, so it's not really anything special. But yeah, we're going to have this little area. We're also going to put in a bar area, and of course a kitchen and dining area. And I wanted to keep the interior decoration. I wanted to keep it kind of minimal, not straight minimalistic house, but I wanted to keep it kind of minimal and simple and just kind of a really sleek modern look to it. So Like I said, this house, the only part of it that was enclosed is the bathroom, and that is this tiny, tiny little room, as you guys can see right here. There's only one bathroom in this build, so it's pretty simple, but I feel like it has everything that you would need in a bathroom. So it is only one bathroom, so I guess if you have a whole lot of family members there or something like that, it's a little bit inconvenient. But yeah, anyway, this is the rest of the house. Like I said, it's very simple. We've got like some entertainment areas and stuff like that. After I moved this house to Granite Falls, which made it really inconvenient, but after I moved it, I did want to add like a front patio area. And of course, if you guys are builders, you know at this point I kind of have messed that up because I have a lot of other objects that are surrounding the house. And then when you lift up a house, when you already have stuff like that, it kind of throws everything off. And sometimes it tries to take those objects with it. And I don't know if any of that makes sense, but basically I had to do a lot of work on this house, like off camera, off the recording, because I had to go back and basically fix all of that so that I could lift the house up just one foundation level and add a front patio area. So there's also going to be like an outdoor kind of entertainment area. But I did also cut out a lot of the footage of me landscaping because I just don't know why this house was so frustrating to build for me. And I usually, when I start getting frustrated with a build, I just want to get it over with as soon as possible and start building something else. And that's kind of what happened with this one. So I did cut out a lot of the footage of the landscaping and the outdoor area just because I just wasn't feeling really great about it. I didn't feel like it looked good, and yeah, it was just really starting to frustrate me. So a lot of that footage will skip forward, but I think I do show just a little bit of the landscaping and then that like building the front like entertainment living front patio area. But yeah, this is basically it for this house. I hope you guys like it. It's a little bit of a different build. Like I said, I got pretty frustrated building this, so it's definitely not one of my favorite builds. But I would love to hear what you guys think about it in the comments down below. I always love hearing from you guys. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, we will talk again soon. Hopefully, I hope you all are doing very, very well. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!